If it has ever crossed your mind that attractive women are only interested in rich guys and that a lack of cash is a barrier to meeting extraordinary women and building true relationships, it's time to rethink that idea. See, not having a wallet full of cash isn't a dead end. On the contrary, it's a golden opportunity for you to play the cards you've been dealt and discover the real power of human connections. The truth is, yes, there are people out there whose main interest might be what you have in the bank, and that's no secret to anyone. But here's the good news. Not everyone thinks that way. And if you, like me, don't see value in that kind of attitude, you already know that these definitely aren't the people you want to spend your time and energy on. The world is full of incredible women seeking authentic connections, those that are worth more than any amount of money can buy. So, if you're ready to explore how to build genuine and meaningful bonds without money being the protagonist of your story, you've come to the right place. So hit the like button on this video and let's embark on this journey together to discover how to become a magnetic person. Maintain a positive attitude. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that all interesting and attractive women only have eyes for guys with fat wallets. This kind of thinking is a trap you set for yourself, an invisible barrier between you and the incredible experiences you could be having. Understand, this is a negative attitude that doesn't do justice to the complexity and diversity of human relationships. The reality is, you attract what you think. If you see yourself as someone who has no chance because you're not wealthy, this insecurity reflects in your posture, your gaze, and the way you speak. On the other hand, when you change this internal narrative and start to cultivate an attitude of confidence, of someone who values what they have to offer beyond the material, it changes everything. This positive vibration not only makes you see yourself in a new and empowered way, but also affects how others, including women, perceive you. Think about it. The world is full of opportunities for deep and meaningful connections, and having a positive attitude opens the doors to these experiences. Start seeing yourself as a guy with attitude, someone who, regardless of bank balance, is rich in character, in stories, in genuineness. When you radiate this energy, you become irresistible. And it's not just about attracting women, it's about attracting the right people into your life, those who value the same things you do. So, the next time you find yourself falling into this cycle of negative thoughts, remember to adjust your internal compass to the positive. Believe in yourself, your unique qualities, and your potential to create real and lasting connections. That's the true secret to becoming a human magnet, attracting not just attention, but genuine admiration and affection. See, embracing life with optimism isn't just a pretty philosophy, but a powerful strategy. Value authenticity. Let's face an important fact here. If you don't value what's inside you, how can you expect someone else to do the same? Each of us has a unique mix of qualities, flaws, dreams, and fears. Recognizing and embracing this mix is what makes us genuine. And believe me, it's this genuineness that attracts the right people into our lives, including women interested in more than just appearances or material possessions. When you allow yourself to be authentic, you invite others to do the same. This creates a safe space where true personalities can shine, where connections naturally deepen because they are based on truth and mutual acceptance. Think about it. What makes someone stand out isn't how much they try to fit in, but how they dare to be different, to be themselves. So, how can you practice authenticity in your life? Start by getting to know yourself better. Explore your passions, acknowledge your weaknesses, celebrate your strengths, and when interacting with others, don't be afraid to show these aspects of yourself. Be honest in your intentions, share your stories, and truly listen when others share theirs. Remember, authenticity isn't just about being open. It's also about respecting and valuing the uniqueness of others. When you value authenticity, you create a circle of trust and mutual respect. And it's within this circle that the deepest and most meaningful relationships are formed. Practice confidence. Practicing confidence is crucial, not just in how you feel about yourself, but also in how you present yourself to the world. A healthy dose of confidence, which doesn't cross the line into arrogance, is incredibly attractive. It signals that you're comfortable in your own skin and value what you have to offer. Understand, Confidence doesn't come out of nowhere. It's built on everything we've discussed so far. Maintaining a positive attitude, being authentic, and now believing in your qualities. These are the foundations that support genuine confidence when you talk to a woman, or indeed anyone. But how can you effectively project this confidence? Here are some practical tips for demonstrating confidence. Body language. Maintain an open and relaxed posture. Avoid crossing your arms or looking down, as this can appear defensive or insecure. Instead, make eye contact without staring. Smile naturally and lean slightly forward when listening, showing you're engaged and interested. Take the initiative. Be proactive in starting conversations. This shows you're willing to put yourself out there, a clear sign of confidence. Remember, the goal isn't to dominate the conversation, but to share a meaningful exchange. Communicate clearly. Speak in a clear and deliberate manner. Avoid speaking too quickly, which can indicate nervousness. When expressing your ideas and feelings, do so with conviction, but also be open to listening to others' perspectives. Celebrate your achievements. Don't be afraid to talk about your accomplishments, as long as it's done in a balanced way and you're not boasting. This shows that you recognize your worth and are proud of your efforts. Accept compliments. Gracefully. When you receive a compliment, accept it with a simple thank you without belittling yourself. This reflects healthy self-esteem and gratitude for the appreciation of others. Develop your skills and interests. Continue to explore and deepen your passions. This not only makes you more interesting, but also more confident when talking about subjects you love. Remember, true confidence isn't about proving anything to anyone, but about being secure in your own value. By practicing these behaviors, you'll not only appear more confident, but will also start to feel more confident. And this confidence will naturally shine through in your interactions, making them richer, deeper, and definitely more attractive. Personal development. Now that you're adopting the right mindset with a positive attitude, authenticity, and confidence, the next step is to enhance your communication. Investing in yourself, learning new things, and being a good listener will not only make you a more interesting person, but also broaden your ability to form deeper connections. The development of your communication is key. Here are some tips to improve in this area. But remember, practice makes perfect. Practice active listening. Showing that you're really listening is as important as speaking. This means giving your full attention to the person you're talking to, making eye contact, and responding in a way that shows you understood what was said. Expand your interests. The more you know, the more topics you'll have to talk about. This doesn't mean you need to be an expert on everything, but having a variety of interests makes conversations richer and more interesting. Open yourself to new experiences. Trying new activities not only gives you more topics to talk about, but can also be a great way to meet people with similar interests. Learn to tell stories. Stories are a powerful way to communicate and create connections. Practice telling stories about your experiences, what you've learned, and people you've met. Try to keep your stories engaging and relevant to the conversation. Accept discomfort. Challenging yourself to speak with someone new can be uncomfortable, but it's an important part of the process. Don't be afraid to feel a little embarrassed. Remember, most people know how to converse. The challenge often lies in being authentic in those interactions, especially in situations that require a greater social effort like flirting. Practice, practice, practice. The best way to improve your communication is through practice. This means taking risks, starting conversations, and not being afraid of failure. Every interaction is an opportunity to learn and grow. Many people already possess basic communication skills. The real challenge is in being themselves during these interactions, especially in more challenging contexts. So I encourage you to put yourself out there, take risks. With each new conversation, you're not only practicing your communication skills, but also reinforcing your confidence and authenticity. Explore new social environments. It's crucial to understand that to apply all this, you need to step out of your comfort zone. Participating in new activities and events not only expands your social circle, but also puts you in situations where it's possible to practice everything we're discussing here. It's common to hear complaints from men who feel stagnant in their social life, but often they're simply waiting in their corner, wishing women would show interest first. Although I've shared videos about the signs women give when they're interested, it's essential to understand that, to notice these signs, first, there has to be some form of interaction with them. Waiting passively won't bring the connections you desire. Therefore, it's time to expose yourself to situations that promote interaction. This can be as simple as participating in an event, workshops, or lectures on topics of your interest, parties with friends, going to a bar, or anything that you're interested in. Each of these environments offers the opportunity not only to meet new people, but to practice being authentic, confident, and a good communicator in diverse contexts. Moreover, engaging in new activities enriches your own life experience, making you even more interesting and attractive. These experiences are excellent conversation topics and can even help you discover common interests with others, facilitating deeper and more meaningful connections. Don't wait for a sign or someone to take the initiative for you. Be the protagonist of your own social story. The willingness to put yourself out there, even if it means facing some initial discomfort, is a crucial step towards building the vibrant social life and authentic relationships you desire. Be proactive in socializing. Taking the initiative in communication is essential, not just for creating new connections, but also for maintaining and deepening existing ones. If you've been wondering why no woman comes to talk to you, consider that she might be waiting for you to make the first move. Or in some cases, she might not even see you in that way anymore, simply because you never take the first step. It's time to change that dynamic. Start interacting, initiate conversation. It doesn't necessarily have to be about flirting or seducing at first, but rather about establishing a genuine conversation. I understand that for many, this can be a significant barrier. Maybe you've been out of the game for a while, maybe the idea of starting a conversation seems daunting, or perhaps you feel you've lost practice. But here's the thing. Socialization is a skill that, like any other, can be developed and refined with practice. Here are some tips for becoming more proactive in socializing. Start small. If the idea of initiating a conversation makes you nervous, start with small interactions in your daily life. It can be a simple good morning to a neighbor or a comment about the weather with a coworker. Prepare some topics. Having some conversation topics in mind can help ease the anxiety of not knowing what to say. Recent news, hobbies, and local events are good starting points. Accept rejection. Not every attempt at interaction will be successful, and that's okay. Rejection is part of the process. The important thing is not to take it personally and keep trying. Remember, women might be attracted to you, but if you don't make yourself available to them through interaction, how will they know? Many men have been waiting passively for too long, hoping someone will magically fall into their arms. But the reality is that proactivity is an attractive and necessary quality for forming any meaningful relationship. So, the next time you're in a social situation, challenge yourself to take the first step. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture, just a conscious attempt to open a communication channel. You might be surprised at how receptive people can be when you show openness to getting to know them. Create memorable experiences. These experiences don't need to involve large financial investments. In fact, the most valuable memories often arise from simple yet meaningful moments shared. Whether it's an impromptu walk, a game night, cooking together, or even exploring unknown parts of the city. These activities can strengthen bonds in a unique and lasting way. However, it's important to maintain a balance. While it's true that interesting women don't base their connections purely on material goods, it's also true that they value experiences that can be enriched when there's a willingness to invest in them thoughtfully. This doesn't mean you need to splash out to impress, but rather to demonstrate that you're willing to invest in the relationship in ways that count. For example, planning a trip together, even if it's to a nearby destination, or buying tickets for an event or show you're both interested in, are ways to create memorable experiences. The secret lies in valuing the quality of time spent together, more than the monetary value invested in these experiences. That said, it's essential to avoid the trap of becoming someone so excessively frugal that they never want to spend on anything. This can give the impression that you don't value the person or the shared experience enough. Remember, the world operates with money, and making conscious use of it to build an interesting and enriching future with someone is part of forming a balanced and healthy relationship. So as you strive to be financially prudent, also be open to investing in experiences that enrich your relationships. This doesn't mean compromising your financial security, but finding creative ways to use your resources to strengthen bonds with the people who are important to you. In the end, it's these shared experiences, built on a foundation of mutual effort and appreciation, that form the web of precious memories that bind us to the people we love. As we wrap up this video, I want to reiterate the main message. True connection comes from who you are, not what you have. Valuing authenticity, dedicating yourself to personal development, and cultivating a positive attitude are key to unlocking genuine and meaningful relationships. I encourage you to start applying these steps in your life today and watch how your relationships transform. Remember, your value as a person isn't determined by your bank balance, but by the richness of your interactions and the depth of the connections you're able to establish. If you enjoyed this content and want to delve even deeper into your communication and emotional connection skills with a woman, check out the link I'll leave in the comments. Discover the course on seduction and relationships that helped me become even more of an expert in the game of conquest and make any woman I want to be attracted to me. And to keep receiving tips and insights on relationships and communication, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And I want to hear from you. Which of these steps are you most excited to implement? Or do you have any personal experiences to share? Leave your comment below. I'd love to hear your stories and insights. Until next time, keep striving to be the best version of yourself and open the doors to truly enriching connections. Bye!